laughed till I cried at Beckendale's gag-a-minute village pantomime. Critics.
A roaring success, I don't believe it. I didn't think Braley had it in him.
Just goes to show what a poor judge of character you are, then.
Talking of character, I've been invited to Alan Turner's fish farm. He wants to convince me what a good fish farmer he is.
Should be interesting.
You think so? I wouldn't know a good fish farm from a bad one. Unless I saw the books, and I don't suppose he'll be showing me those. Why don't you come with me?
I don't know the first thing about fish.
Oh, come anyway. We don't spend enough time together since you've been at university. I'll go.
He knows, doesn't he? Like I said before, he doesn't miss much. But I've not said anything, it's up to you. And you can't put it off much longer. Thanks.
It's about the money that I owe you, the £200. Well, I'd like to make a proposition.
Go on.
Right then, I've got £40 here.
And?
Well, it's all I've got at the moment, but I could pay the rest over the next 2 months, say £20 a week.
And that'll take us up to the end of March, and then there's another £200 due then. And you won't be earning any money from your sheep by then.
Pete and Lynn Whiteley, my partners, they'll pay that.
And then there'll be another £200 in a few weeks' time. Not to mention feed bills, vet bills, and God knows what. How are you going to manage that?
That's my problem.
You don't come out with much at the end of it all.
Not yet, but we will in a year or two.
Not the easiest way to make your fortune.
It's not about money, Mr. Tate. Look, I've got to get back to Emmerdale, so can we say £20 a week?
Keep your money, love.
I'm not looking for any favours. I owe the rent and I'm going to pay it.
I don't want it.
But I can manage. My brother's lodging with me, so his rent will help.
I don't want it because I'm not going to renew your licence. I think it would be best if you were to remove your stock now. Take them somewhere else before lambing starts.
I'm sorry, but I want to carry on.
Look, there's no point in being sentimental about it. I want that land for my business. So you can scrimp and save and get me my £200 and still have to move your animals in 2 months. Why don't you move them now? We'll call it quits.
Courier's late today. Never out worth reading it any road.
You mean you've not contributed this week?
I doubt whether I ever will again. Waste of time, if you ask me.
Oh, I see. We're not interested in journalism now we're a playwright, eh?
Is that meant to be funny?
No.
Yeah.
There's no hurry to move them as far as I'm concerned.
It'll be today, Mr. Tate. Don't worry about that.
So, how did you get on, Kath?
You're working for a prince among men, Nick. Let's leave it at that.
What are you up to?
Oh, I'm just clearing up.
Have a look at the paths around the back where they're covered in lichen or something. They're all green and slimy. Almost fell in the pond yesterday. Could have broken me neck.
Fine.
Look.
Remember this time last year?
Yeah. Seems to be the only place we could be on our own.
Just moved in and the kids hated our guts.
All right. What's happened since then? I seem to have done that over the past few weeks. I kept worrying.
Oh, look, please don't worry, love. It's all over now. With David, I mean. It's just our family that counts, OK?
You mean yours? I'm glad I can join in.
I think you'll find you will.
Why did you marry me?
Because I loved you.
You hardly knew me.
Well, I love what I did know. Anyway, I'm a born optimist.
If I hadn't been around, would you have gone back to him?
If you hadn't been around, I doubt if David would have bothered to come back chasing me.
No wonder I've never had success in relationships. I'll never understand people.
Well, you are learning, love. It's just that you're dead straight and you think that everybody else is. But they're not.
And I don't have to go very far to come across some people I'll never understand.
What's all this for?
Oh, herons. They're a damn nuisance, actually. My gamekeeper was worth his salt. He'd have seen him off.
No good, is he?
Well, yes, but unfortunately, he's got some sort of stomach problem at present. His only problem is he can't stomach hard work.
What's wrong with it?
It's some sort of mystery virus. He thinks he got ill working with the fish.
An allergy?
Only hard work, I think.
Well, he was such a scrounger. Why did you employ him in the first place?
Well, really, he's a damn good gamekeeper when he puts his mind to it.
Well, you don't think it's possible he's right, then? I mean, there are a lot of waterborne bacteria.
There's nothing wrong with the water here.
Have you had it tested?
There's no need. And the fish are the best testers I know.
Maybe, but... Well, perhaps I could take some samples for you, just to make sure.
Oh, I don't think that'll be necessary, my dear.
Zoe's training to be a vet, aren't you, my dear?
Well, I'm afraid I don't really have time for educational exercises.
You wouldn't have to do anything.
Well, no, but if Seth found out that I was having the water tested, he'd take that as a sign of weakness. But I'll tell you what, why don't you take some trout home? Proof of the pudding and all that.
Did he say what he wanted the land for?
No. I wouldn't mind so much if he had a good reason for wanting me out.
Well, it'll save you 800 quid a year.
But that's not the point, Jack. I mean, that land was special. You know, it was Jackie trying to do something on his own.
Well, there's nothing to stop you looking for somewhere else.
Not much choice, really, have I? Oh, where do you want this?
Oh, God, I forgot about those. I suppose they're getting dried for it. Listen, how about a deal?
What?
Well, in return for bringing your sheep up here till you find somewhere else, you take Sarah's washing through to Annie and get it dried.
You what?
So if I ask Mark to dry Sarah's washing, I'll be for the high jump from one, if not both of them. That closed door's going to last a lot longer than the Berlin Wall has. Much easier if you could pretend it was yours.
Oh, no. Look, if Annie finds out, it'll be me in trouble, not you.
Please, Kath.
Oh, all right, then. I don't know why I'm taking pity on you. You're nothing but a rotten con man.
Can you open the door, please?
What on earth are you doing?
I am chucking out my notes and selling my textbooks. I've had enough.
Oh, God, what brought this on?
That man Turner. I thought Joe Sugden was the most condescending prat I'd ever met, but that was before Alan Turner.
You won't fancy trout for lunch, then?
I felt like telling him where he could stick his trout. Anyway, why are you cooking? Where's Dolly?
Oh, out arranging deliveries from a butcher. Anyway, I can cook trout. Shove them in the microwave.
Don't do that. The eyes will pop.
Some bet you'll be.
Not after this morning, I won't. Alan Turner was the last straw.
Oh, what exactly did he say?
It wasn't so much what he said. His gamekeeper is ill, and he won't let me take any water samples to see if there really is a problem.
Could it be something to do with the water?
Yes. I mean, half this blooming textbook is about waterborne bacteria, but Alan Turner knows better. I mean...
Does it say the fish would be all right to eat? Zoe? Zoe, something interesting?
Yes. If Alan Turner's fish farm has got this, the fish will be fine. It's just the people who work there who might not be. Apparently they might suffer from stomach problems. Now, wouldn't that be a turn-up for the book?
I know it's an awkward time.
Listen, Joe, if it means you both get sorted out, I can happily struggle on. It's taken you too long already.
Then you sure don't mind?
I just said so, didn't I?
Not a word to Kate, then.
Right.
What's up with him?
Oh, he's making up on lost time.
Oh. Is Pete Whiteley here?
He will be. He's helping Kathy move their sheep off your boss's land. Why, what do you want him for?
Green slime.
What for? Frank Tate's tea?
Don't tempt me, Jack. No, we've got some kind of green slime on the paved stones. I've been told to clean them up.
Oh, we've got something you could use. Kills everything. It's even got environmentally unfriendly stamped on the can.
Ah, it'd be worth a try.
Mind you dilute it, though. 10 parts to 1. And wear rubber gloves.
And a mask.
Only if you plan to rob a bank with it.
Thank you.
There's a good write-up in the Courier, Emmett.
Good. That man's not a critic, he's a cultural vandal. A pantomime, he called it.
I'd have thought, as a serious writer yourself, you'd have been in favour of freedom of speech, not consigning his efforts to our rubbish bin.
Best place for him.
Well, he said it was a minor masterpiece.
Oh, and he also said Seth Armstrong was a star.
Oh, you heard how he is?
The hospital said no change. Do you know, I had to pretend to be his brother to find out.
I want to know how much longer he's going to keep up this malingering act of his. It's all your fault, you know. And he thinks he's the new Laurence Olivier now.
I'll ask him tonight. I'm going to see him. Well, I thought I'd better.
Oh, well, perhaps I'll come with you. He won't fool me as easily as he has those quacks, I can tell you.
Do you know if we got any sellotape in? What are you doing?
Water samples from the fish farm. I'm getting them analysed. I think I know what's wrong with Seth Armstrong.
So, could it be Turner's fault, after all?
Not really, other than gross complacency.
You like proving people wrong, don't you?
Only arrogant pillocks like him.
You make people listen to you better when you're qualified as a vet, you know. People respect qualifications.
Not when they're attached to a woman, they don't.
You know, I'm surprised at you. I thought you'd relish the fight, not want to run away from it.
I am fighting now, aren't I?
Yes, yes you are. And it's good to see.
See you later, Dad.
I've just got to pop into Houghton for a bit. You can manage, can't you?
Yeah, fine. Might have a cow in labour later, but we'll be OK.
Oh, great.
You should have said. Joe's going into Houghton this afternoon.
Really? You didn't say. Do you know what for?
No, not a clue. Why?
Oh, no reason.
Well, if he asks, what shall I tell him?
Oh, well, just say that I've had to pick up a bit of extra shopping. I won't be long.
Right.
Kathy. Annie took me up with this.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I only brought one. I didn't know.
That's all right. I'm not bothered.
I'll go get another one.
No, you're all right. It's all right.
Rachel, are you all right? Rachel, there's something you should know.
I don't want to know anything.
Lynn's thinking of moving away. She wants me to get a job away.
That's good.
Reckons we could do with a change.
What about you?
Dunno. We shouldn't do anything in a rush.
I'm sure you'll be very happy.
One of the RSPB's major campaigns to nowadays to save Britain's estuaries from interference and pollution by man. Our estuaries are vital
Hi.
to the survival of millions.
It's cold out here.
Yeah, it is. Better come in then.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Only beans on toast?
Oh, carry on. Don't let me stop you.
Was there something you wanted?
Just a few hours of your time.
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle.
Yeah, I know, in the middle of beans on toast. Why don't you leave them? Come into Hotton with me, have an Indian or a Chinese...
I've had a rotten day and I don't want to go out, thank you.
The best thing to do at the end of a bad day is forget it.
I'm trying, but it's not very easy with you standing in front of me. It was your dear father that made the day so bad.
Ah, your land.
No, his land. So he's told you then?
Not really.
If you don't mind, my tea's getting cold.
You can't take it out on me because you've had a barney with my dad. It's not fair.
Neither's evicting me. Apparently nobody said it had to be fair.
Look, please let me take you out for a meal. Make it up to you.
I'm not really hungry, actually.
All right, a drink. Look, my dad's ruined your day, I've ruined your tea. Family honour demands that I make it up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't like to think of me driving back to my lonely, empty flat in Skipdale without so much as a cold baked bean inside me.
Help yourself.
Well, I'd rather have a cup of tea.
Home Farm's just up the road.
Listen, I'll let you into one of my darkest family secrets. My stepmother's such a lousy cook, she can burn tea.
You can make your own.
Well, that's the second family secret. I actually take after my stepmother. Now, I know it's genetically tricky, but it's a fact. Why do you think I keep asking you to eat with me? It's not for your company, no, it's to save me from food poisoning.
Oh, mad.
The third family secret.
Oh, no. Do you take sugar?
Jack said she was all right. Where have you been, anyway?
Me, I just popped into Hotton for something. Nothing special.
Oh.
Saw Rachel on the way back. She seemed upset.
What about?
Wouldn't say.
Oh, it's probably nothing. You know what they're like, the teenagers.
Yeah.
Pregnancy, eh? It's no joke, is it?
Not with that one.
You're good at this, though, aren't you, delivering babies? You should be a midwife.
But only with animals. I think I'd faint at a human birth.
Really?
You must let me make you a meal in return.
I thought you said you couldn't cook.
Oh, I can't. I use the word make loosely. I know this great Chinese place that delivers. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, nothing. Jackie ordered one for our last wedding anniversary. We never got it, though. Long story. Anyway, you still fancy that drink?
With you?
Well, you can wait for Nick to come home if you like.
No, with you's fine.
OK, then. Well, give me a minute to change into something less comfortable.
They gave me naught but water with some salt stuff in it. I told them it was water as brought me in it first place.
Rubbish, Seth. It's your damn lifestyle that put you in here.
My lifestyle was fine when I was a proper gamekeeper. It's only since you made me a fish keeper I got badly.
Pure coincidence.
Doctor don't think so. He's very interested in place I work at, when he's not too busy taking samples. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have a visit from Elfman.
I thought it was stage fright.
You wouldn't listen?
Oh, well, I was preoccupied.
Courier said I would start at Show Any Road.
Oh, my. Well...
And what did you bring me grapes for? You know I'd rather have ale.
Ale? Well, there you are, you see. No wonder he's in here.
Safer than water, especially when you think what fish do in it.
Now, when are you coming back to work, sir?
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Turner. There's my convalescence first, and then I've got my compensation to work out.
You won't get a penny out of me. Well, try Amos. It was him who nearly brought you to death's door with that damn pantomime of his.
It was not a pantomime.
Well, try telling the courier that.
Any road, next time you come, Amos, bring me some ale instead of him. We can talk about next year's show.
Yeah. When Kim moved in, I moved out. Strange to see Dad and this girl, almost.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My dad's wife's not much older than me.
What made it worse was I actually quite fancied Kim. You know, boss's son's sexy secretary. Real Mills and Boone stuff. She obviously didn't see it that way, though.
Do you still fancy her?
No, she's much too old for me. I prefer my women about, how old do you say you were?
I didn't. I've told you, stop wasting your time with me. I'm not interested.
Someone's up here. So take a look. Get me some soap, water, and a rope.
Do you know what's wrong?
Yeah. Coming out backwards, most like.
Oh, no.
We'll soon find out.
So, does it bother you living alone?
No, I'm used to it.
No living girlfriends?
No.
Why not?
Just a minute, are we having a date?
No, what?
Then I don't have to explain to you about other women.
That's what you do on dates, talk about other women.
Only if the one I'm with gets ideas about the station.
But this isn't a date.
So you keep saying. Can I ask what does constitute a date in your book?
I don't know.
How about spending an evening with somebody, you know, tall, dark, handsome, like him, but no, called Chris, say, having a meal, a few drinks, a laugh, enjoying each other's company.
A bit like tonight, you mean?
A lot like tonight, I'd say.
But I said this wasn't a date.
I suppose if it was, it'd end with a kiss.
Yeah. And it won't, so it isn't.
OK, after this undate, will you have a proper one with me so I can thank you for tonight?
I don't know, Chris.
Oh, go on, be a devil. You've nothing for tea the day after tomorrow, not now I've eaten your pizza.
Well, I suppose that settles it then.
Oh, you little baby.
We'll make a farmer of you yet, with a bit of luck.
Well, I'm not complaining. Not when it's a good excuse to be alone with you.
So you don't mind the muck and dirt, then?
Not a bit. Makes it more fun, doesn't it? I thought we'd forgotten how to do that.
Yeah, maybe we should go on another honeymoon. Get him some practice.
Chance would be a fine thing, wouldn't it?
Good. So how do you fancy Lanzarote, Puerto del Carmen, Hotel Los Farallones, week after next?
Are you serious?
Already cleared it with Jack. He's even going to lend me his sunglasses.
Oh, Joe. I've got a surprise for you, too.
All right. What is it?
I'm pregnant.
What?
You do still want a child, don't you?
Well, yeah, but the things we said, I mean, all those arguments.
Nature can be a wonderful thing.